Hey, what is up guys? Welcome back to Generation Z Gadgets. I'm here at Sockeye Media and I've been able to use their equipment they so graciously gave me. So I'd be able to actually show you today something that is something I've had for a really long time now, almost my entire life. And that's been these Star Wars vintage action figures. I believe they're from 1983. I did some research. But today we're going to just be looking at these figurines, and I've actually seen them in museums before, so I know that what I have is extremely rare. I'm not going to sell it, but I'm sorry. But it's going to be a lot of fun, so let's get into it without any further ado. So we're actually going to take a look. First of all, the collector's box, it's really old at this point and not in the best condition, and honestly you get these little holes on the side, so it's not the best for keeping your equipment, your collection all in one place, but you know, it does the job, and I really love the artwork they've done on the front cover. Basically, this is including figurines from the first 3 films, and I don't have all the characters. Before, I just want to put a little disclaimer, I don't have all the characters. I do not have Ben Kenobi, I do not have Darth Vader, I do not have Emperor Palpatine. I don't have a lot of the big characters. I don't know why, but my dad, who originally owned this collection, sold certain figures when he was little, and those are some of the ones he sold. So yeah, don't ask me. But anyway, so that's the front of it, and it has this one singular button at the top that keeps the whole case together. And I cannot believe this button has not broken yet, but somehow it hasn't. And also this white handle at the top, I'm also surprised this hasn't broken yet, but it still works and you can still carry it, although I just carry it like that because I don't want to break this little thing it's just cheap plastic. It's probably going to break pretty soon. On the sides it's sort of, maybe it's just because I have so many action figures, but it really doesn't close very well. And then the back is just completely plain. So I know you guys are looking for, you guys want to see the action figures, so let's take a look. So first of all, you have separate trays, and there are actually 2 separate trays here. You just stack one on top of another, and it's pretty simple. So we're going to take a look at the characters. I haven't really organized this in many years, but let's start with the first tray. So on the first tray you have some of the big ones like Chewbacca. That's not vintage. You have Chewbacca, you have the original Han Solo from the first movie. You have several versions of each character because my dad collected these over time, so you not only have the Han Solo from the original film, but the one from Empire Strikes Back as well. And then you also have, I believe this is, no, never mind, that's Luke. We're going to get to Luke later. That's also not vintage. So that's the Han Solo from Empire Strikes Back. So you have several versions of the same character, which I think is really cool. You can see how they've sort of progressed over time. And then with Luke Skywalker, you have him from the Hoth planet on the second film, and then you have him in the original film right here. And the points of articulation, there's not really many. It's just up and down with the arms, up and down with the legs, and then 360 with the head. But you know, keep in mind this is from the 1980s, 1970s, so you know, it's not like they created amazingly innovative action figures back then. So we also have Princess Leia. I believe I only have one Princess Leia action figure, but this is the only one I have. I don't remember which film this is from. I think this is from the second, but she's wearing a very interesting looking dress. So I haven't brushed up really on my Star Wars history recently, but I don't know what this guy's name is, but I think he was seen in the Empire Strikes Back film as one of the bounty hunters looking for Han Solo. So that's him right there. And then you have also, again, I think his name starts with an L. I do not remember this guy's name either, but he was a friend of Lando Calrissian. Do you have to know his name?
That one's Bosk.
Bosk, Lobot, right?
Lobot. Yeah.
Lobot. Okay, Lobot. This is Lobot. C-3PO, of course, the famous C-3PO. This is one of my favorites. Over time, it's sort of gone silver from gold, but you know, it's a pretty good action figure. And actually, his legs, I don't know if this was intended, but they don't move. So he only has 3 points of articulation. So they're not the best action figures, obviously, but that's not really what the appeal of these characters are in this day and age. You have several Hoth rebel soldiers, so they're dressed in very warm outfits. And then let's move on to some of the bad guys. So I already discussed some of the bounty hunters, but you have an Imperial officer right here. You also have three of these stormtroopers, and they made three different versions of the stormtroopers. So they all look different. And then I don't remember this guy's name, but he was in the trash. In the first film, he was like in the trash, or do you know what his name is? He was in the first film. Yeah. He was on Tatooine. That's all I remember. But yeah, so that's that guy. Yeah, this is another Imperial soldier. That's also not vintage. I'm sorry, I have certain non-vintage characters just because I put all my Star Wars characters in one place. You have R2-D2 here, and he's got several points of articulation, so you can make him walk and also just stand up like that. So that's cool. You've also got C-3PO after he's been destroyed in the second film, and Chewbacca is supposed to carry him on the back like that. So yeah, that's also not vintage. You have the Tusken Raider, another bounty hunter. I don't know who this is, but guessing by his outfit, he's probably from Tatooine, I'd say. And then Jawa, this is one of my favorites actually. When I was a kid, I was so curious what was under the hood. And when I actually pulled it back, I like flipped him, and I lost him for like 10 years, but I finally found him. So there's the Jawa right there. He's significantly smaller than most of the other figures. So that's the first tray. And then the second tray, we've got a lot more characters. Some of them are very exciting. So again, this is actually, I think, someone of higher authority in the Rebel soldier force. And then we have Hammerhead here. I don't really know what his... I know he has a bigger role in some comics, but in the movies he doesn't have a huge role. Another Rebel soldier from Hoth. And then we got Boba Fett here, and he's got the jetpack on the back as well. And like I said, all these characters only have very basic points of articulation, really not many at all. So that's Boba Fett. You can see he's gotten so old that the green on his chest plate is starting to fade, but it kind of goes with his whole rugged look anyway. So that's that. I don't know this guy's name, but I think he was from Cloud City. We've got Greedo. He is a cool character. Actually, I think some of these characters, now that I think about it, used to come with guns or lightsabers, because you can see in Greedo's hand, it's shaped as though he's holding a gun, but he's not holding anything. I've lost all the smaller pieces, including the guns and stuff like that. So that's Greedo, another Rebel soldier. We've got Luke Skywalker as an X-Wing pilot from the first film, and probably every single film he's been in this outfit. We got Lando Calrissian, which he may make an appearance in the upcoming Star Wars movie, so that's going to be very exciting to see. And yeah, he's wearing a very interesting jacket, which I don't remember him wearing that in the films. But we got Walrus Man. Again, I don't really remember what his relevance was in the movie. You have a lot of obscure characters here, but that just shows that Lucasfilm or whoever made these products really just thought of, wanted to include all the family, not just the main characters, but sort of include all of them. Then our Stormtrooper here, it's a different design. And then one of my favorite things here, so we got a Snaggletooth, according to the label. Oh, I should have mentioned, the trays are labeled with the characters' names, but they don't have labels for all of them, so I kind of had to put them 2 characters in each one. See, that one says Darth Vader, but I don't have Darth Vader anymore. Snaggletooth, and then we got Yoda here. My Yoda is in terrible condition. I've had to tape him. It's not good, but he's doing pretty well. He's got 1 point of articulation, which is his head. So there you go. And then we've got another Imperial officer right here. and then an Imperial droid, a Death Star droid from Hoth. And it's really scared me when I was a kid, actually. This scene where it comes out behind the snow. We've got another stormtrooper right here, and a stormtrooper in sort of the Hoth uniform, so that they're much more warmly dressed. So that's that. You know, there are two of these guys. Maybe they're where's the other one? Yeah, there are two of these guys. Maybe they're bodyguards or something for Lando. I'm guessing maybe. I feel like they're from Cloud City. One of my favorite droids of all time is according to the label, Power Droid, but he's like the medical droid. He helps all the injured characters when they're wounded. That's also not vintage. Another stormtrooper. So yeah, guys, that's essentially all the characters I have. I don't have any of the more exciting ones. I mean, I have Luke Skywalker. He's probably the biggest character, biggest name I have. But yeah, guys, this is just a quick video I wanted to film. Sort of just showcasing something that I thought was really cool. And I'm sorry they're not for sale, but it's gonna be a lot of fun keeping these for a long time, and one day maybe I'll display them like a glass case or something. But I really like this collector's case, even though it's not the best in terms of craftsmanship. It's you can just tell it gives like a very accurate vibe from the time. So yeah, that's my collection. And guys, thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe to my channel and give this video a thumbs up. I will link the Mother Goose Club channels in my description, so you can go click and view those too. They make educational content for children, so go down in the description and click those links and check out their channels. Thank you guys so much for watching, and as always, I'll see you tomorrow in the next video.